before we get into this review, I'm going to let a slideshow go on the next segment so you can see the building process. I'm Tony's Reviews, and this is my Spider-Man themed Sorinex XL Power Rack. Welcome to the review. We got Spider-Man. No, Spider-Man didn't come with it, but he is web slinging. So, what do I think about this Power Rack before we get into the actual review? Amazing. I've been in a lot of commercial gyms, and this by far is probably the best Power Rack I've ever been inside of. I've been in ones that are welded. This one's not welded. There was like 58 bolts total to put it together. But overall, like, I think this is better than the welded ones I've been in. When I looked at it, when it came in the mail, or in freight, because it comes freight from UPS, I didn't see any imperfections in the paint at all. All the welds, you come down here, the welds are very clean, and they're all pretty much the same. So the look of that one is the same as all the other weld marks around it. Now, one thing I do want to mention, so you don't end up like me. When I was putting this thing together, I didn't put it together once. I had to put it together 2 times. Why 2 times, might you ask? Because no instructions comes with this bad boy. So no instructions means you might make mistakes. So let me make sure you don't make that mistake if you choose to buy this rack. So when you go to put the cross members together, if you don't know what a cross member is, these red parts are the cross members. These blue parts are the uprights. So the cross members, you'll notice that there are 2 bolt marks here, okay? 1, 2. The 2s go to the back and the front of the rack. So we'll get to the front ones next. So you've got to make sure when you do this, you can do it either way, high, low. I went low, high. So as you see, 2 bolts, 1 bolt. It only has 3 bolt holes. So you've got to make sure that when you do this, you put one cross member down, the next one's going to go up. If you do it vice versa, do it vice versa. Then you'll see at the front, you'll end with 2 bolt holes, and that mirrors to the top. 2, 1, 1 at the bottom, 2. So that's how you're supposed to put it together. Unfortunately for me, I didn't know that till it was too late. It also comes with 3 pull-up bars. Why do we need 3 pull-up bars? I have no idea. Maybe you and your friends, y'all just CrossFit all day, and this is a CrossFit gym and not a power rack, but a CrossFit rack, so you got your 3 bars. Don't need 3, I only need 1. And other than that, it also comes with J-clips. Now, these J-clips are pretty nice because they do have, I don't know what type of plastic this is, but it's like a hard urethane that keeps your bar from getting scratched up and keeps the rack itself from getting scratched up, because they also have spacers behind the J-cup that do that as well. As you'll see on the safety straps, which come standard with it, they also are in the same type padding. So pretty much all attachments come with that. Now, the weight horns on the outside, they have 2 different styles. There is an upgrade style that's a pin, that you can pull the pin out and it just slips out easy, comes back in, and you pin it back in. I opted out of that upgrade because I don't really think it's an upgrade. Yeah, it's nice if you want to move your horns around. It's very nice if you want to move these around, but what you give up is, and I don't think they have it because when I looked at the pictures, they look very flat. These are actually angled upright. I like that. So if you're working out with heavy weight, you don't have to worry about this thing shaking and weights working themselves off as they're slanting back. So that right there is a very good, design. Like, I think it's a great design to have them angled upright. All the commercial gyms I've been in never did that. Every power rack I've ever been in, they're all flat. And as you can see With my arms parallel, they're definitely not. They're going up. What else is there to talk about? This right here was just the standard package. The only thing that's not standard is the lettering. Now, I know if you're coming from like Rep Fitness, Rogue Fitness, etc., lettering comes standard. It does not come standard at Sorinex. It is actually a $100 upgrade fee per upright. So you can do the math when you see how many numbers I have. Also, I know other companies, they not only do dead on, but they do numbers all the way around, and this is just dead on. There are no side numbers, so that's all you get through here. So if that's something you're worried about, let me say this. This company is more expensive than the other ones. It is by far more because I looked up other ones, but due to Corona and everything being sold out, I'm happy that I went with the more expensive route. Because like I said, when you look at every weld on this thing, when you look at the paint, if you look at the packaging that I was showing as the camera was going over, it was just packaged to the max in crates on pallets, no damage to any of the equipment. I sent over, well, I think it was 43 emails from me, 43 emails from the rep who was selling this to me. So 86 total emails was spent between the two of me, the guy that sold it to me, and myself, and there was no complaints with that. Any question I ever had got answered immediately within an hour, maybe two max. So customer service-wise, great. Another thing that it came with that I don't really care much about is a bar holder. Now, this to me, I mean, it's good so you don't have a bar on the ground. I just put this bar here that came with my weight kit, if you saw that review. And I'll probably never use this bar. So I just put it there. But overall, I don't really think that's a necessity. I don't think weight holders like that really matter. If I wanted to have a weight holder, I would more than likely mount it to the wall because I just like mounted ones better. And then you don't have to look like Anubis holding up a staff to get it out. So that's the only thing I say about this rack that's really unnecessary. Other than that, this thing is solid. I don't think it'll fall. I don't think it'll tip. And I will be doing live workouts starting up here pretty soon. It will be Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you're in America. It's right, Eastern Standard Time. Or EDT if you're in Europe or anywhere else in the world. But 9 p.m. EDT/Eastern Standard Time, I will be doing live workouts. So I will put this thing to the max to see how much it can really hold, how much it can really do. But overall, I'm very satisfied in this rack. I really like this rack. And I want to say this before I end this review on a side note. Don't make a mistake of buying a power rack. If you're trying to do a home gym, okay, these are very expensive. Personally, had I known dumbbells cost as much as they did, I would have bought the dumbbells first and then went to the power rack. Weights are stupid expensive right now because of Corona. So if you're going to do this from scratch, I recommend you get dumbbells first because you can do anything with dumbbells. You bench press, incline, decline, shoulder presses, military, whatever. It doesn't matter. You can sissy squat. You don't need a power rack to do that. And you can get more versatility out of having a whole set of dumbbells from say 5 to 150, skipping in 10 increments or however you want to do it versus just a rack. Now, with that being said, if you are a power lifter, if you're looking to do it for competition, or you only care about power movements, then this is the best way to go. You can't really do power movements with dumbbells, and you should get a power rack first, and then you can worry about the dumbbells later. Other than that, my overall satisfaction with Sorinex is a 10 out of 10. My overall impression of the rack itself is a 9 out of 10. Very hard to get a 10 out of 10 with me because of one reason. On one of these foots, there was unshaved metal, which means that if I wouldn't have seen it and slid my hand across it, it would have cut my finger open. Other than that small little minute detail that's really not even that relevant, this is perfect. There was nothing else wrong with this. Not a scratch in the paint, nothing. All the scratches on this are going to come from me. I said that before on a review that if something's going to get scratched up, I want to be the one to scratch it. And if this is going to get a scratch, it's definitely going to come from me. So other than that, this is Tony's Reviews. If you like this review, hit the thumbs up. Dislike, hit the thumbs down. If you really like it, please subscribe to the channel because that is what helps me out the most. And when you sub to the channel, hit that notification bell like this. Ding, ding, so you can get updated when I drop the newest content like this. Y'all thought it was over. Better not forget, subscribe to the channel, because I haven't learned how to ride a bike yet. I'm still on training wheels. Sub to the channel.